and click the sheet. Just as a reminder, you can see the different features and different aspects that you have access to in here. We went over the sheets in detail yesterday, and we have the reports, and we have some dashboards with some of the other information here. We're going to be operating under the reports section today. So everyone go ahead and left click into the reports section, and we'll get that loaded up. So this is the main page of the reports. You can see over here on the left-hand side, these are the different folders where the reports sit. And I have a feeling that I was probably defaulted into where I wanted to take part in today. So if you can see here, you have your favorite reports. This is just an area you'll be able to actually favorite some of the reports, and it's kind of similar to the PeopleSoft feature where you can favorite certain items so that you have quick navigation. Personal reports. What's really nice about Adaptive is you can have the reports that are just generally created, but then you can actually create reports that fit your personal need. And so when you need to go through and modify a report to actually suit what you're looking for, you can save those into your personal reports. And so these are reports that you'll have that you can access. And so these are items that you can manipulate. What we'll do is we'll have these shared reports, and these are the reports that are going to be really shared with the campus community. And so you'll be able to see those within anyone. So anyone in the campus community should be able to see those reports. And then you have some reusable reports. We haven't really gotten into that yet, but that's not going to be part of today's session today. So if everyone's seen how we've gotten here, so you can see what we have all of these different reports on here. And so remember how I had already mentioned, we operate in two different functions. We have the HTML reports and then the Office Connect reports. If you look over here, so you can see this little, I almost call it the little blue dot next to the report. If you see that, that's telling us that we have an HTML report. So these reports will be opened up in an online, just in the Adaptive network, and we'll be able to see a report here shortly. If you see this little icon here that shows the Microsoft Excel little icon, those are Office Connect reports. And so that's going to be opening up and operating in Microsoft Excel. We're going to I'm going to briefly touch on Office Connect because I'm not sure if everyone actually has Office Connect loaded on their computer. It's one of those features where if you don't have it loaded, unfortunately, we can't really walk through it. Like I said, there's a lot of complexities to that that we'll need to go over in a later date. But I will at least provide the basics to show how the system operates and show the importance of what you'll need to know on Go Live today. Okay, so the first report that I wanted everyone to go to, it's going to be this one. It's going to be called the Salary Model All Positions Report with Totals. And so we'll go ahead and click this report here. And so if you see what's happened here, so now what's come up here, it wants us to specify the report parameters. And you can see that there's only one item showing right now, and it's the time feature. But this button right here, which says Show All Parameters, this is the important one. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to click Show All Parameters. So remember how we talked about some of the attributes in the different elements that can go into reporting. What this report does is this report has these 4 different filters on it. So you can run this report based on all of these different items here. And so we have it at the level. And so if you see right here, I have this report at Fin Admin BPA. What this is doing is this is actually going to run the report on a very high level rolled up structure. So we can see that it's on the top level. The top level, if you click in here, you can see where it's flowing. And so this is the top level that we have available to us. We were working in this department, and we'll get to there later, but right now let's just run the report by the entire unit that we have here. The version is the FY22 budget, this is where we've been working on. There could be forecasting versions here in the future, but right now we're going to be operating in the FY22 budget. The time frame we want is FY22, and one of the key features of Adaptive is you always need to have at least a time and account and a level structure. And then the other aspect of this is the position status, and we're just going to leave this. It's run at position status, meaning the report will run actually wide open. But we'll go into some of these more. We'll get into this report just to show how the parameters work. So let's just go ahead and click Run Report. And one thing I guess I will caveat right now. For today's session, let's not focus so much on the data that's going into these reports. Let's not focus so much on what we see in the report. What we're trying to do is we really want to focus on understanding how the parameters operate and how that will help you in your reporting, because that's going to be the important feature. We'll get into the data, that the data is just kind of some test environment data right now.